Scene 2. A street. Enter Capulet, Paris, and servant. Capulet. But Montague is bound as well as I, in penalty alike. And then 'tis not hard, I think, for men so old as we to keep the peace. Paris. Of honorable reckoning are you both, and pity 'tis you lived at odds so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suit? Capulet. But saying o'er what I have said before, my child is yet a stranger in the world. She hath not seen the change of 14 years. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride, ere we may think her ripe to be a bride. Paris. Younger than she our happy mothers made. Capulet. And too soon marred are those so early made. The earth hath swallowed all my hopes, but she is the hopeful lady of my earth. But woo her, gentle Paris, get her heart. My will to her consent is but a part, and she agree, within her scope of choice, lies my consent, and fair according voice. This night I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest, such as I love, and you among the store. One more, most welcome, makes my number more. At my poor house, look to behold, this night earth-treading stars, that make dark heaven light. Such comfort as do lusty young men feel when well apparelled, April on the heel of limping winter treads. Even such delight among fresh female buds shall you this night inherit at my house. Here all see, and like her most, whose merit most shall be, which on more view of many, mine, being one, may stand in number, though in reckoning none. Come, go with me. Go, Sirrah, trudge about through fair Verona. Find those persons out whose names are written there, gives the paper, and to them say, my house, and welcome on their pleasure stay. Exeunt, Capulet, and Paris. Servant. Find them out whose names are written here. It is written that the shoemaker should meddle with his yard, and the tailor with his last, the fisher with his pencil, and the painter with his nets. But I am sent to find those persons whose names are here writ, and can never find what names the writing person hath here writ. I must to the learned, in good time. Enter Benvolio and Romeo. Benvolio. Tut, man. One fire burns out another's burning. One pain is lessened by another's anguish. Turn giddy, and be holp by backward turning. One desperate grief cures with another's languish. Take thou some new infection to thy eye, and the rank poison of the old will die. Romeo. Your plantain leaf is excellent for that. Benvolio. For what, I pray thee? Romeo. For your broken shin. Benvolio. Why, Romeo, art thou mad? Romeo. Not mad, but bound more than a madman is. Shut up in prison, kept without my food, whipped and tormented, and God den, good fellow. Servant. God ge go den. I pray, sir, can you read? Romeo. Aye, mine own fortune in my misery. Servant. Perhaps you have learned it without book. But I pray, can you read anything you see? Romeo. Aye, if I know the letters and the language. Servant. Ye say honestly, rest you merry. Romeo. Stay, fellow, I can read. He reads the letter. Signor Martino and his wife and daughters. County Anselmo and his beauteous sisters. The lady widow of Utruvio. Signor Placentio and his lovely nieces. Mercutio and his brother Valentine. Mine uncle Capulet, his wife, and daughters. My fair niece Rosalind and Livia. Signor Valentio and his cousin Tybalt. Lucio and the lively Helena. A fair assembly. Gives back the paper. Whither should they come? Servant. Up. Romeo. Whither to supper? Servant. To our house. Romeo. Whose house? Servant. My master's. Romeo. Indeed, I should have asked you that before. Servant. Now I'll tell you without asking. My master is the great rich Capulet, and if you be not of the house of Montagues, I pray come and crush a cup of wine. Rest you merry. Exit. Benvolio. At this same ancient feast of Capulet's sups, the fair Rosalind, whom thou so lovest, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with unattainted eye, compare her face with some that I shall show. and I will make thee think thy swan a crow. Romeo. When the devout religion of mine eye maintains as such falsehood, then turn tears to fire, and these, who, oft been drowned, could never die, transparent heretics, be burnt for liars. One fairer than my love? The all-seeing sun ne'er saw her match since first the world begun. Benvolio. Tut, you saw her fair, none else being by, herself poised with herself in either eye. But in that crystal scales let there be weighed your lady's love against some other maid, that I will show you shining at this feast, and she shall scant show well that now shows best. Romeo. I'll go along, no such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of my own.